The forest breathed with a life of its own, the thick mist wrapping around Elara like a shroud as she wandered deeper into the sacred grove. The ancient trees loomed overhead, their gnarled branches intertwining like the fingers of a long-forgotten deity, whispering secrets that only the wind seemed to understand. It was here, among the shadows and echoes, that the tribe of Echoveil had long offered their devotion to the enigmatic creature they believed held dominion over their lives. Yet, Elara felt a growing restlessness within her. The whispers that once brought comfort now gnawed at her, wrapping her heart in uncertainty. Her heart ached for clarity, but clarity seemed an elusive phantom, slipping further away with each passing day. Today, she had resolved to confront the shadows, to seek answers that eluded her even in dreams. As the sun began its descent, bathing the grove in shades of crimson and gold, she approached the altar. It was a simple structure, crafted from weathered stone, but to Elara it held the weight of their collective fears and hopes. She knelt, placing her hands on the cool surface, and closed her eyes, allowing the forest's whispers to envelop her. "Spirit of the grove," she murmured, her voice trembling, "I seek your guidance. Reveal your truth to me." For a moment, silence reigned, punctuated only by the distant rustle of leaves. Then, as if the very air shifted, the whispers swelled around her, morphing into a cacophony of voices that pulsed with energy. "Elara, seeker of the truth," they intoned, a chorus that resonated deep within her bones. "What price will you pay for knowledge?" Suddenly, the ground trembled, and the creature materialized before her, emerging from the shadows like a dream woven from nightmares. Its form was magnificent yet grotesque, towering and veiled in mist, with eyes that glowed like dying stars. Alara's heart raced, fear coiling around her, but she remained rooted in place, compelled to face the being that haunted her thoughts. "What must I give?" she asked, her voice a mere whisper against the powerful echoes surrounding them. The creature regarded her with a gaze that seemed to pierce through her soul. "To know the truth, you must face the cost of your doubts. You will walk through the veil, confronting the echoes of your past. What you discover may change you forever." With those words, the shadows twisted and morphed, forming a swirling portal that beckoned her forward. Elara hesitated, her heart pounding as she stepped closer. She could feel the weight of her tribe's history pressing down upon her. The sacrifices made, the rituals performed, the love and loss that lingered in every corner of the grove. What awaited her on the other side of the veil? As she crossed the threshold, the world around her warped and twisted, colors bleeding into one another until she found herself in a realm of shadows, a mirror of her deepest fears. Here, the echoes of her past took form, faces of those she had lost, moments of betrayal and longing that echoed through her mind. Among them was Kian, a childhood friend whose laughter had once filled the air like music. His visage flickered in and out, a ghostly reminder of a bond severed too soon. "Elara, you've forgotten me," he whispered, his voice tinged with sorrow. "You left me behind when you chose the path of devotion." Guilt surged within her, heavy as stone. "I never meant to forget, Kian. I thought—" "You thought you could escape the echoes by hiding behind your god," he interrupted, his form growing dimmer. "But those echoes will always find you. You must confront them." The shadows swirled, and suddenly Elara stood in the midst of a chaotic ritual. Her tribe gathered around the altar, faces twisted in fear and reverence. She watched as the chosen one stepped forward, a figure she recognized as her rival, Lyra. The tension in the air crackled with uncertainty as Lyra raised her arms to the sky, calling upon the creature for guidance. "You seek power, Lyra, but at what cost?" Elara cried out, her voice breaking through the echoes of the past. Lyra turned, her eyes glinting with an otherworldly light. "Power comes with sacrifice, Elara. You understand that now, don't you? You're weak to doubt your god." "No," Elara shouted, shaking her head. "You can't let it consume you." But the shadows pressed in, warping her reality, and she found herself engulfed in a whirlwind of memories. Moments of joy turned sour, laughter fading into silence, love twisting into resentment. Each memory clawed at her heart, a relentless reminder of the stakes of devotion. Suddenly, the ground trembled again, and the creature emerged from the shadows, its form shifting and pulsating with energy. "Elara, you have wandered through your past. What will you choose now? Will you let the echoes define you, or will you confront the shadows within? With newfound resolve, Elara faced the creature, her voice steady. I will not let the echoes bind me. I choose to embrace my truth, to honor those I have lost, and to break free from the chains of doubt. The creature's eyes blazed with approval, and the shadows around her began to dissipate. Then return, seeker of truth. The whispers will guide you, but remember, understanding often comes at a price. With a rush, the portal opened, pulling Elara back into the grove, where the forest stood silent, as if holding its breath. The altar glimmered in the moonlight, a beacon of her newfound understanding. As she knelt once more before the altar, a single tear slipped down her cheek, not of sorrow, but of release. The whispers danced in the air, now a symphony of acceptance rather than doubt. Elara understood now that the echoes of the past were not chains, but rather threads that wove together her existence. The creature's presence lingered in the shadows, a silent guardian over her path, and as she returned to her tribe, she carried with her the weight of truth, a truth that would resonate through the grove, binding her to the whispers of the forest forever.